Hi, everybody, Tal here, and today I wanted to talk to you about education. This whole concept of education, not just towards our children, but towards all of us. What is education in the ideal form at its best? Stay tuned. Welcome back. Welcome to Choosing to Connect, the place to love your life by living from love. And today I want to talk about education. I think we've all been part of an educational system since we were children, right? We go to school, we learn how to read, how to write, how to do math, how to, I don't know, our language, literature, maths, all kinds of skills. But are we really taught the most important things for life? And I think today most people say that no, our educational systems are outdated. They're suited to the Industrial Revolution, where they needed to teach kids to sit silently and learn very simple tasks so that they could be good factory workers. And this is so outdated. It's not preparing our children for the future, for our life today. And so we have to rethink this whole concept of education. And that is what I want to discuss with you today. What should education look like? And why is education not something only children need, but each and every one of us? So, in my eyes, the whole purpose of education is helping us transition from our simple animalistic level consciousness, where we each feel that we're the separate body in survival, right? Trying to survive in competition with others, which is our current level of consciousness, unfortunately, throughout our societies, to a higher level of consciousness, which I call the human in us. Not just the animal survival mechanism in us, but the human in us. And the human in us is that part of us that wants to connect to others, that knows one that knows your place in the system of connection, that where you know what contribution you have to give to others and what you need to receive from others. And we create a society of connected human beings who are enlightened, who are connected in a positive way, not through competition, not through survival instincts, but through love, through caring, through transmitting positive messages of higher knowledge and I would say even evolution, helping each other evolve towards higher and higher states. This is our potential as human beings. That is what human is. It's to express your creativity in contribution to others in a way that evolves them, that helps us all move forward in our evolution. So that is what education is meant to be. It is meant to be a process that helps a child from the earliest stages, even from the womb. And I teach that in my courses, how to give a child those most important basic understandings and awareness of who they are and what nature is and how to connect to nature and how to connect to all of life and how to become your highest form of self, your highest expression. And we need to teach that to children right from the womb onto schools and universities where we practice mostly the connection, because knowledge, external knowledge, is something that you can get anywhere today on the internet. We don't need to teach it. We just need to give people the tools of how to search for it. And even then, what we need to teach is the context. We need to teach children how to put different information into the right context. Look at nature. It's a system of interconnectedness where everything has its role, right? Every part is connected to every other part. And it's actually shown by research that our memory works this way. Our memory does not work if we teach things in a compartmentalized way. If we just teach math separately and then we teach, language separately and we teach history separately, we don't remember it. And we can all attest to that we go through 12 years of school and we don't remember anything almost because we learn in the wrong way. What we need to be learning is the context into which these different things are actually put, because that is what enables us to see the bigger picture. And we remember pictures, we remember visions, we remember things that are connected. Our neurons need to connect for memory to form. Okay, so we need to be taught who we are in context and what nature is in the context of our lives and what is actually practical to our lives. We need to know how this information serves our evolution and why we need to know it. We don't need knowledge just for the sake of knowledge. We need knowledge to help us evolve, to help us learn from history, to help us understand why things happen to us the way they do, the processes in nature and how they relate to us and how we can influence them. That is why we need knowledge. And when you give a child that bigger picture, they thrive, they grow to be very intelligent human beings with wide perspectives who can really understand the depth of life. So that is why what we should strive as parents to give to our children, and what education should strive to give to children. And of course, one of the most basic elements of education, I didn't mention it before, is that giving that context to children is not just something that happens in the mind, it's something that happens in the heart. It's teaching children how to connect in small groups, how to relate to one another, how to know themselves, know their impulses, know their ego, know how to relate in different circumstances to different people, how to cope with differences, with different opinions, with divisions, with conflicts. Because when you do that, you teach them real life skills that truly are necessary in our societies and in their personal lives. You teach them how to have healthy relationships, how to truly be happy, how to accept themselves as they are, how to express their uniqueness. And when you give a child that context, that social context, then you can pour all of the knowledge into that, because really everything in life is connection. And you can put all of the knowledge out there into our relationships. Math, science, history, it all fits into our interconnectedness. And from that prism, you really raise a child to become an evolved human being, a human being who knows their place in the system of connection, who knows how to influence it positively, and how to use all of their instincts, impulses, and internal nature, I would say, in the right way to be happy, harmonized with everything around them, and able to grow through challenges, to make life work for them. So this was sorry for the long rant, but this is something that was really on my heart and on my mind as kids are going back to schools today in Israel after a long lockdown. And I see the frustration and the anguish even of parents and schools and education people not really knowing what to do with the children, not knowing what to do with them while they're home, not really knowing what to do with them in schools. And the coronavirus, is giving us that opportunity to stop, reflect, and make changes in the way that we see the world, that we see ourselves, that we see education, which is a very central part of our being as human beings. Again, education is our process of evolution, and it should be the most important thing for us as parents, as people living in a society that wants to develop positively. We need educational systems for all ages that work to help us evolve towards our connected, loving, and happy states of being. So I hope this gave you some value today, some thoughts that you can continue to develop. And please write me your questions or comments so that we can continue this discussion and see how we can create changes wherever we are, whether it's within our families or our societies. Each person has a power to make an impact. The changes in our awareness, in our thoughts, even that creates change in our system. So let's not undervalue our power to create change through change of awareness. That is my aim in doing these videos and talking to you. So I'm really wishing you a lot of love and a lot of awareness and a lot of positive development and conscious evolution. May we do this together swiftly and smoothly. Thanks again for being here today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.